Alright, you've had your steak knives for a while and now they are like this. That's not good. No worries, our diamond plate makes sharpening a breeze. So let's just jump right into it. Take the diamond plate from the case and place it in the angle guide with the 600 grit side facing up. You might be able to skip the 600 grit side, more on that later. The plate now sits at the perfect 15-degree sharpening angle. Now just swipe the knife against the diamond stone a few times. All you have to do now is keep the knife straight. Try to ensure the entire edge of the knife comes into contact with the diamond stone during each stroke. Now we can turn the case over and give the other side an equal number of swipes. Diamond cuts extremely fast, so just use a light pressure. In contrast to whetstones, diamond stones should never be used with water. This will reduce their efficiency and they can even rust. For the next step, we'll take the diamond plate out and flip it over to the 1200 grit side. And now just repeat what we did before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, be sure to do an equal number of swipes per side to keep the edge even. That's it, your knives should be sharp again. But there is one last trick to get them truly razor sharp. Any old leather belt. So just take a leather belt. Just place your knife on the belt, and the precise angle really isn't that important. And give it a few strokes. Apply quite a bit of pressure. After a few passes on both sides, your knife should be absolutely razor sharp. Stropping on a leather belt is something barbers have been doing for centuries. See, the sharpening has left tiny burrs along the edge of the knife, and by giving the knife a few passes on an old leather belt, these burrs come off and leave behind the razor sharp edge. Be sure to clean the knife blade after this to remove any sharpening residue. So let's find out how we did. A simple test of sharpness is the good old paper test. Just take a standard piece of printer paper and try to slice through. We'd call that sharp. Now if you really want to judge the sharpness, have a close look at the edge of the paper. A dull knife will leave torn edges or even tear the paper. A decently sharp knife will only leave a few loose fibers in the paper. And a razor sharp knife will leave a clean, smooth cut. If your knife does cut paper but leaves a ragged edge, that's when only sharpening on the 1200 grit side and stropping will suffice to get it back into shape. But what if you want a better understanding of what's actually happening during the sharpening process? Let's look at the difference between a dull and a sharp knife. A dull knife, as you can imagine, has its edge removed by wear and tear, so the cross section is flattened. To get the knife sharp again, what we need to do is take this flattened cross section and restore it to a point again. And to help you with this during sharpening, we have an old trick. Simply take a permanent marker and carefully paint the edge of the blade. Careful not to cut yourself, just paint the entire edge of the blade. Now sharpen as we showed you before, but take time to examine the edge. You should see the marker being evenly removed from the knife. And if you did not remove marker all the way up to the edge of the blade, just carry on and remove more material until you do. Only move to the next grit if all the marker is gone. It can help to repaint the marker in between grits. That's really all there is to it. I hope this little tutorial was helpful and we hope you enjoy your steak knives. Thank you for watching.